Alright, hi everyone, this is Marcel for RouletteBotPlus.com. I will show today how to configure betting patterns in RouletteBot Plus. Therefore, we'll choose Swiss Casino, we have it open here already. And we'll go to the mode selection window now in order to see what kind of bets we have, what kind of bet types, what they mean, and how to configure them. So, let's start by choosing the casino's currency. As we see, we play in US dollars in Swiss Casino, so we should keep the US dollars here in the list as well. If you happen to play in euros or pounds, just accordingly choose your currency. So, as you know, we have two modes. We have the default mode, where basically all the betting types and betting patterns are pre-configured by us for you. And you also have the advanced mode, where you can simply configure betting patterns on your own, and I'll show you how. So let's start by understanding what kind of betting types there is, what does the bot play on, and how do we configure it. So we start by first, second, and third row. I'll show you in Swiss Casino here what that means. Basically, this is the first row, second row, third row, pays 2 to 1, which means if you place $1 and you win, you get back $3. So that's the rows. Now, here we are, first, second, and third 12. Same idea. It pays 2 to 1. Here is the first dozen. It's also called dozens, by the way. First dozen, second dozen, third dozen. Okay, basically the first dozen are the numbers 1 to 12, second dozen 13 to 24, and the numbers for the third dozen are 25 to 36. Pays 2 to 1, same as the rows. Here we are, we have 1 to 18, 19 to 36. Basically pays 1 to 1, which means if you place a bet on 1 to 18 and the next outcome is a number between 1 and 18, you get back $2, including the $1 that you bet. Even and odd, same idea, even chances. Here we have it, we have a German Feld here, so it says gerade and ungerade. Basically, even and odd, pays also 1 to 1 and is aligned here. Last but not least, the superstar of roulette playing, probably, red and black. Pays 1 to 1, as you know. You bet $1, and in case of a win, you get back $2. So that's basically all the fields, all the types that the RouletteBot Plus is betting on, and we will now configure how he bets. So let's start by configuring the betting type, or the betting behavior, let's call it, for red and black. I click here and the configuration opens up. Betting threshold basically indicates the times that we want red to appear before we start betting on black. So let's say, for instance, the last 5 numbers were black. Okay? The bot would, in this case, now start to bet on red. And in case of a loss, he would start doubling his bet, as you can see it here. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, etc., etc. So, what you can do at this moment, you can say, okay, I do not want to wait until 5 times red appeared before I start betting on black. I'll rather wait 3 times. Okay, so this is the betting threshold. Now, if 3 times red appear in a row, the bot will start betting on black. Here we have the default starting bet. If you do not specify it, it's going to be $1. You can, as simple, say you want to start by betting $3, and then you see accordingly the betting sequence here in case of loss: 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, etc., etc. That is basically the double of your bet. You also have the possibility to say, in case of a loss, I do not want to double my bet. So you can customize the wager sequence. So in this case, as we said, default starting bet is 3. I click on the customized wager sequence and I say, I do not want to bet $6 in case I lose, I want to bet $8 in case I lose. And in case I lose that bet, I want to bet $20. And in case I lose that bet, I am going to bet $45. And so on and so on. Just press save and you see accordingly your betting sequence here. There we are. Okay. Same idea for even and odd, 1 to 18, 19 to 36. Since it pays exactly the same as red and black, you can just as simply customize your bet here. One interesting thing is, even if we have three different bet types that pay the same money, 1-to-1, even chances as we call it, you can still go ahead and say, on red and black, as we said, the threshold is going to be 3. Which means, again, if red appears 3 times in a row, the bot will start betting on black. You can now say, for example, for 1 to 18 and 19 to 36, it is different. You want a betting threshold in this case not of 3, like on red and black, but of 7. And you want to start not by betting $3, but $5. You can as well customize your wager sequence only for this betting type. So every betting type is configurable by itself. We save it here just for the testing reasons. Now, the betting type on rows and dozens, oops, Swiss Casino closed my Roulette Pro window. I'll open it up again. There we are. So, for dozens and rows, it's a little different. Here, the algorithm, the betting threshold is set to 7, which means, let's say, for instance, if the last 7 numbers that came out were not in the first dozen, then it will start betting on the first dozen. In this case, default starting bet, as you see again, is $1 because it's not specified. We can as well say we're going to start by betting $10 on the dozens and on the dozens. And here you see the progress algorithm is a little bit different. So it's basically always optimized on the fact that you want to lose the minimum in case of loss, so you have to progress the least possible, and always win the same amount of money in case of win. So I think that in rows and dozens it makes more sense to be playing around with the wager sequences. You will easily understand how the math works and how the progress in the wager sequence is calculated. You can play around a little and see what's best for you. Customize your wager sequences from the beginning, or start by playing default mode and get your own feeling for the wager sequences, and therefore adjust it. Same for rows. Basically, the betting threshold indicates the times that the outcome did not appear. So let's say, for example, if, in this case, betting threshold 7, if row number 1 did not appear for the last 7 times, it's going to start betting on row number 1. In case of a loss, it progresses its bet. As you see here, the second bet is 1 as well. Why is fairly simple, because you get paid 2 to 1. So if you lose the first bet, you invested $1, and now you invest another $1, that's $2 that you have invested, and you get back 3. So in order to lose, as we said, the minimum when progressing, this is why we bet the same amount in the beginning. So I will leave you here now. At that point, I hope it was clear and understandable what the different bet types mean. You can always click here for help. That's a live chat tool basically that will open up for you here, and you can start chatting with us. Okay, we're now offline in that case. You can leave a message. Usually you would see a live chat window, and you can always use it in order to get support with your betting types. So once you're done with the mode selection and the adjustment of the betting types and wager sequences, all you do is press Start Game. It tells you to open up Roulette Pro in Swiss Casino. We have it open already. We press OK. Here we are. We see the user interface, and as always, all we got to do is play press.